Is this working? This is working there. Everything else working that I need to have working? Question mark? Your channel. Oh, hey, I got 3 new subscribers. That's nice. Okay, the audio is working, so that's good. Streamlabs is working fine. And the TikTok posted is all good. Yeah, we're fine, we're good. So we're starting a new one because I was on No Sweat on the other one, and I felt as if maybe doing a new kind of thing would be nice. So I'm just looking for I'm making a decent one that makes it more difficult, but yeah, see, like Frozen Core and Metal Witch, that's the one I'm gonna do. It's still likely that everything will go right. It's just, you know, it's something new, since there's gonna be different stuff to mine. There's gonna be more of certain things, less of other things. If I wanted to be in hell, I could play it on the hardest difficulty settings, but I'm not gonna do that. So, because the hardest difficulty settings is very difficult. Ranching, that's cool. So I'm gonna do my usual. We need a builder, a miner, and a researcher. I'm just gonna go through. That's fine, I guess. We need it. That was our builder, so now we need our that. And then we just need a researcher. And then, nope, don't want that. I'm looking for the, what was it? It's not slow learner. It's the one that's better at quick learner. That's the one I want. Okay, she's, no. There we go. Well, no. Well, there we go. That's perfect. Oh, but farts frequently is not good. I need to re-roll these guys. That's fine. This could take a while to find specific things. Oh, I just skipped so many good ones on accident. No, because I misclicked. Go 12. There we go. That's better. Falls asleep periodically. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that's less than ideal, but it's better than the other options, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna try to like have this be a nice tutorial and stuff, but it'll be kind of difficult to do that. Oh wow, when they said this was Metal Witch, they weren't joking. So you can't build anything until you get some materials, obviously. So you need to mine. A little bit of sandstone goes a long way in this. But you should basically immediately go down to water. It's very important that you go down and get some water. Now this isn't a need, but this is what I like to do. I like to make sure that all my floors are at least 3 tall. Like, that's not a need. If you have 4, it's even better, because then you can put lights up to increase everyone's work speed, and it's nice to be able to do that, but it's not a need. That's just something I do because it's helpful, in my opinion. Because if you have a lit up workspace, then it means that if you have a lit workspace, then everyone works 15% faster. So it's good. You also need to pay attention to your CO2. That's what really gets you. Obviously, given the fact that the game's name is Oxygen Not Included, which would lead you to believe that oxygen is indeed not included. I was ready, that's good. And that's not growing, but that makes sense. Okay. Now, these beds aren't needed, but, it increases that, well, it doesn't increase their morale, it more doesn't decrease their morale. Put that there, right there. Now, always have wash basins. Always have wash basins. It is needed to not kill your colony instantly. Because these outhouses, they produce germs, and germs can kind of kill your colony. Real fast. Down here, this was a coincidence, but, I mean, it was a good coincidence. I can build this little floor down here, and now I can put all my beds here. So, the reason why... So, first off, actually, I'll explain that in a bit. The reason why I didn't put a fourth bed in is because if you put doors on each side, not only can duplicants get from one side to the other, but they can also... They get a morale bonus. Because right now, if you look at the room, this doesn't count as a room. But once you put the doors there, they can get in, they can get out, air can go in, air can go out, and it works out just fine. But the reason it's better is because you get a 1 morale bonus. Same thing if you put doors up here, but I didn't want to remove one of these toilets just to get that, because it helps to have multiple toilets. No, we got the first bit of this, but it's a decent amount. You also speedrun getting the research station. If you're using the first asteroid and you're not changing it, you want to go after copper. It's the one you're closest to, almost constantly, which is the thing I'm hovering over right now. And that's a good rule to follow, is always be collecting copper, because you, especially later on, you need it. I'm gonna tell him to pick this up. This I'm doing for symmetry's sake, because if you have symmetry, it's always nice. Now, the reason I have this little extra area from side to side of the ladder that I'm not gonna use is because I want to put, once I unlock them, I don't think you get them in the beginning, but once I unlock them, I want to put fire poles here, which speed up the ability for duplicants to get down, and then the ladder is for them to get up. So now that that's done, I'm going to tell them to build one of these here, just for symmetry's sake. And then I'm going to tell them, I think I'm going to put it either, maybe up top. Yeah, I'm going to put it up top. How much water do we have? Okay. So, we're going to dig out this area, like that. And we're going to put tiles here, 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 and here. Do that, do that, and then cancel that, replace that with a dig area. Now, this little thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 tiles long. 8 tiles is the perfect distance for a pretty, like, basic, research area. The reason we have that little 3x3 area saved is that's for when you get advanced research. When you get advanced research, you need to put in this new building called a supercomputer. And that is, if you don't have the DLC, which is what I'm doing, I'm playing it without the DLC, because I want to kind of, like, give a tutorial to you guys, make it easier for, because most people who have this game don't have the DLC. You only have to worry about 2 things, novice research and advanced research. And there's early on, there's things that only take novice research, and then later on, there's things that you need both for, and that's why you want this building. If you have the DLC, it's a whole different story that I'll go into later. But right here, I'm gonna explain why you want these wash basins to have the directions. Because if you have it set to both directions, they will wash their hands going in when they don't have germs and going out when they do. You only want them washing when they have germs on them, because it's just a waste of water to do it without it. And more importantly, a useless gain of polluted water. So it's not as helpful to do that. Sometimes you'll need it, like if you want to be 100% sure that they don't have germs, it'd be nice. Or if you want to get rid of a specific kind of germ, I don't know. So we're just gonna, I put it on full speed through, because I can't really, there's nothing for me to queue up right now. At least nothing I want to queue up. So once they get this, I'm gonna tell them to research. But so I'm just gonna, whoa, wait, was there a germ outbreak? This guy didn't wash his hands. So, if you ever get a germ outbreak, tell them to disinfect the buildings. The disinfection almost always gets priority, so they'll go around fixing it up. And it takes longer than you'd like, but it can save a colony. It's not that big of a deal if you do or don't know. Because usually those germs don't get it. It's just an increased chance. So, one of the worst things to happen is to get germs in your food supply. So if you get germs in your food or water supply, it's basically a game-ending scenario. That's why you always want to make sure that people have bathrooms, because if they don't have a bathroom, they just go on the floor. Now I'm going to tell them to do basic farming, and I'm going to put this on priority 9 and 9. So that every single time they need it, they get told to go up and do it. I also am going to go in, I'm not going to explain why I'm doing this, but you see these purple ones? These are the priorities that they specifically like to do. And that's what you want to always increase. So if they enjoy building, you click it twice, because one more and they can't do it, so twice, and it's maxed out. So the builder, the excavator, and the researcher all get maxed out that. But these guys also like attacking, so we'll give them attacking. But Ada also likes farming, so we'll give them lightly farming. Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to give this guy excavation. So now we have 2 idle people. So we're gonna tell them to start. This is a design I like to do. So we're gonna tell them to start building for this. So the reason I'm telling them to dig out this area is because they need area to put algae terrariums. So I'm leaving space for the fire pole. So down there will be one, up 2. On the third one, it goes like this. And 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And this will go up the whole way. So we're telling them to build that. They can make this jump. I can't put anything here because the fire pole is gonna go down there, so it'll barely slow them down, it'll be fine. So we have to skip this one. So we're just gonna skip all the way up to that one, and up to that one. Okay, so now, so what I like to do is I like to research this basic farming to get algae terrariums, which get rid of carbon dioxide and gain oxygen. And then I like to go down to interior decor, because the ceiling light and lamps produce light when they're powered. And I like to put light over my research station because it increases their work speed by 15%. So if you do that first, it's better. This guy just fell asleep. How long does he do a narcoleptic nap? I mean, I don't care. Go ahead, do your narcoleptic nap. It's not hurting me. Yet. I'm sure that'll come back to bite me eventually, but... Now I'm going through and telling them to place down all of those algae terrariums. So I might go back and change this, but you will, by the time you're building these algae terrariums, you will never have airflow tiles. But if you put airflow tiles, it slightly increases their ability to work because they get better oxygen moving. So I'm gonna put these up to 7. All of the ones that are built, I'm putting up to 7. And I'm going to turn up the colony's life support to high, so that they are more likely to go around and do the life support errands. Now, we also get these planter packs, rations, and refinement. I would recommend not... You usually can get enough food from, like, muck roots about, or, you know, various other sources, to last until then. I would recommend waiting until you get hydroponic tiles, which is the 3rd tier, and plumbing, which is a 1st tier. That way, you can basically automate farming and put less works for your duplicates to do. So look, now these algae terrariums are working while that guy's... So I'm gonna go on... Oh, okay, he just finished his research. Now, I'm gonna go down here and tell him to research advanced research. You don't have to follow this guide perfectly. I'm just trying to give you guys some advice on playing this game. But if you, ooh, what, well, oh, they're all complaining. What are you guys, what don't you guys have? Water? Okay. Sorry. But, now that we unlocked it, I'm going to put a ceiling light right up here. To double check that the light goes over, I'm going to make sure that all of the light can hit here and here. It's a perk if it hits here, but it's mainly those two you want covered. Because when you get, because when you do that, when you put your supercomputer here, it'll speed up the work of whoever's there and there. And you can do it all with one light, so it's cheaper resources-wise. Priorities are good on all of those. Oh, I forgot to tell them to... Do I have... I'm gonna just do it just in case. Okay, they're gonna dig that all out. So, something you want to watch out for when you go into areas is check their oxygen level before going to mine stuff. So if you find one of these that's vacuum, it doesn't take much to fill the vacuum. It's not gonna like suck out your oxygen from your colony and you're gonna lose it all or anything. You'll be fine. It's just so that it will usually fill with CO2, you could get like a pretty instant CO2 trap just by, like, if you need to get rid of CO2, mine into a vacuum area, and all of it just goes swoop into the vacuum area. It's good. And it also helps if you're having pressure problems and having like popped eardrums and stuff. It helps because of that. You can get rid of that by, because you're moving all of the oxygen and adding a bunch more space. See, look, now he gets a, where is it? Lit workspace bonus, plus 15% speed. It helps. It also increases morale. So, until you get more duplicants and more people to do it for you, I wouldn't really recommend, what you call it? I wouldn't, what was I gonna say? What was I bringing up? Dang it, I forgot. Shoot, I forgot. What was I talking about? Shoot. Oh, right, yeah. Until you have more duplicants to do it for you, I wouldn't really recommend, doing too many manual generators. I would recommend, like, researching better power production and stuff. But that's not really a need. I'm also using this thing called Yellow Alert. I wouldn't do it that much, because they all cancel whatever they were doing previously. But I just put a Yellow Alert on the generator, so that I don't have to worry about them, Yeah. It's just so that this guy can research his advanced research and we can get going. Because as much as all this oxygen is helping us, we don't need it. It's not as high of a priority as getting everything else is. But if you ever see this, I don't have it right now, so you won't be able to see the example. But you'll see a little warning up here saying, idle, and then there'll be a number next to it, telling you the amount of duplicants. You never want to see that idle sign. They always should be doing something, no matter how useless that something is. Like, that's why I have these oxygen things queued up. Even though the Oxalite is still handling our CO2 and oxygen very well, I just have it going so that if they ever get a chance, they'll do it. And he's going down probably now to... Oh wait, now I remember what else. So, there's these storage bins. They store solid materials of your choosing. They aren't the greatest. They're very helpful because these guys, if you check the decor, you lose 27 decor pieces for just having 3 pieces of debris in a section. So if you have the people to do it, I would recommend having storages because it increases the morale and stuff. But see, like, resource effect plus 10. So I'm gonna build those. That's just kind of like busy work though. So I'm gonna do what I did on the original stream. Normally this early I wouldn't recommend getting a 4th person. I would go for that Arbor Acorn. Ooh, actually, I'm going for the Arbor Acorn instead. I know that duplicate was really good. The reason I'm doing that is because now you can produce lumber, and lumber is a far easier and far more self-sufficient way of producing power. Because instead of coal, where you have to go mine it or, from hatches, which can be beneficial in its own ways, acorns, if you can find the seeds for them, are trees that produce lumber and they're very helpful, and they're completely self-sufficient. Now, at some point soon, I'm going to tell, I'm gonna start expanding more and more. Sorry, go fast. We just unlocked the supercomputer, so here's the supercomputer, and I'm gonna hook it up with the power. I do need some place to, shove this, like, shove some more batteries, so that we can, you know, do that. So, real fast, I'm going for this. Cause now that we can grow trees using this Arbor Acorn, it can, it will get some good power. So I'm gonna dig out a 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good enough. 5 by 4, 5 by 5 by 4 area, and we're gonna tile it. Once they remove this, I'll have to put it. I hate how you can't build tiles over plants, but I guess it makes sense. Okay. And we're gonna just start a small farm for trees. So I'm gonna put this up to 7, I guess. So see, look, now that we got all these trees built, we have self-sufficient oxygen / carbon dioxide. I'm sure that'll change very quickly. It's a very slippery slope when it comes to carbon dioxide and oxygen and all those good / bad things. But it's fun. Okay, so it's daytime. They're mining this area out, and I'm gonna just set up probably just one little tree because that's all we got, like seed-wise. Little area to farm the herb trees. I'm gonna up this to priority 9 because I'm getting really annoyed of having that bristle blossom there. So I'm just gonna warp forward while we wait. There we go. And I'm gonna put a tile here and a planter block box here. So I'm gonna tell you the differences between the 3 main kinds of whatchamacallits. The 3 main kinds of planters. The planter box is the same as the firm tile, except the firm tile has better decor. And the hydroponics farm is the same thing as the firm tile, except it has the same decor, and you can put water into it to irrigate it. What is this jazzy music? This is new music. I've never heard this music before. It takes polluted water? Uproot. Okay, so we'll get our seed back, which is fine. Goes up to here, so we need to put the light up here. So yeah, we do need the 5 by 5. That'll be fine. We'll mine this out. Tell him to put this here. Go down to there and cancel this to put space for a door. And same thing on this side. And then it'll work. Yeah, so all that stuff should be reachable. And then we just wanna... I'm trying to wire these through as much tile as we can, because the more tile that it is through, the better, if that makes any sense. Because the decor, you get decor bonuses for not showing electrical stuff or plumbing stuff. Also, so it'll be a little annoying seeing all of these sweep errands I just did, but it's fine. The reason I'm doing these sweep errands is to improve decor whenever they get a good chance. That's what it's all for. I also think I am going to put a ceiling light in the bathroom. I don't think it affects their use speed. It's just to increase the way that the morale bonuses that they get for being in there. How bad is it? Okay, so wash basins are good, outhouses are bad, and then all the debris is obviously bad. So once we get the upgraded stuff, it'll be better off. Yeah, that's fine. So, I actually have an idea. It'll take some stuff to research, obviously. But, I have an idea for a self-sufficient power. I'll show you it when it comes to it, but I'll do a rough basic design. So, this tree, this produces lumber for us. And it will power one of the lumber mills that, you know, it burns lumber to produce us power. And then that power will go to the rest of the base and batteries and stuff. But I'd also run a carbon skimmer, which would use which would get rid of CO2 in our base, and get rid of the CO2 produced by the lumber burner. And then, but that produces polluted water. So then I'll put the polluted water straight back in to this, and the cycle repeats. It's just, you know, it's a clever way that I thought of. I'm also gonna put a temporary ladder. What is that priority? Okay, it's all normal priority. So we're still good on oxygen, we're still good on all that. What was it? It's 5 by 5, so 25, right? 35. I'm gonna cancel that, actually. I'm just gonna let their busy work be what I already told them to do, plus... Yeah, okay. So we just got internal combustion, that's good. I mainly like these jumbo batteries, but it's fine. Let me think, what else? I think I'm gonna do this, the sanitation, and then I'm gonna work my way through to water purification, which is very complicated, but we get chlorine over here, hopefully. Let's just hope it's not all nitrogen, and yeah. So we'll just let them work through all of this. Could we still plant this? Yeah, no, we couldn't. We'd have to destroy the ladder. They're doing good up there. I just need some random place to shove this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put, power. How big is the wood burner? So, we're gonna dig this out. Power, we're gonna tell him to put a wood burner and just another battery right here. And put tile. And then we're gonna keep this there, we're gonna put that there, and we're gonna put a door here. Good thing this is actually completely coincidental that we have that wire right there perfectly set up so that the power can go into the main system. There's some improvements that could be made here, but it'll be fine. We're just gonna warp through the nighttime. There we go, they're going to bed. No one's having any light problems, which is good. The decor is horrendous in most areas. But it's mainly just the fact that the algae terrariums are terrible for decor, but there's not much we can do about that. The algae terrariums are a needed part of survival in this playthrough. So, let me see exactly. So that's fine. That's fine. So this polluted water, we can plant this in just a little bit, because these guys make polluted water, and pretty soon they'll drop it off. I wanna... What are we researching right now? We're researching plumbing, right? Yeah, we are. Okay. That's actually good. That's good, that's good. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh no. Disinfect all buildings. Anything that needs disinfecting. This gets a yellow alert. The reason that's a yellow alert is because that affects our water specifically, and I think any water we use will be germy. See, look? Yeah. Now all of the other disinfectings just get the usual... I don't know what's causing that. These all have them. It's all priority 9s. I mean, sometimes the duplicates do run through, and then they don't... See, look, do you have germs now? Well, no, because these guys were just... Yeah, so that's the problem, is that they run through to save time. Do we even have any lumber right now? I don't think we do. We are going to tell them to deconstruct this ladder. I think I told them to deconstruct that. Okay, yeah. Okay, everything's still going good. Sort of. We're still good on oxygen production, which is good. We're actually fighting most of it. That's all good. We just got our first bit of polluted water, so we can plant this now. That's a priority of 9. And now we're researching sanitation. Once we get sanitation, that's when we really start getting polluted water. And for once, I actually want large amounts of polluted water. So I'm gonna start all that necessary infrastructure building. Because it is a need. No, well, polluted water is a need. Getting it in this specific way is not a need. But, irrigation, yeah. We're just gonna put this on yellow alert so they drop off some. There we go. Duplicate temperature. I think they're bringing up duplicate temperature because one of them is specifically warmer. Oh, it's because they're building underwater. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Ooh, Abe, you get, whatchamacallit, supercomputer usage. You don't get any hat, you don't get any hat. That's nice. I'm gonna tell these idiots to put this on yellow alert because that person is stuck down there until then. Okay, maybe they weren't stuck. I thought they were stuck, but it's better safe than sorry, you know? I'd rather have them not be stuck than have them be stuck. And plus, it'll help movement speed. We'll probably have to come up and down there every once in a while. It's alright. This guy's growing 4%. How long does it take? Life cycle? 4.5 cycles. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. They get plus 15 decor. I'm gonna tell them to do this at 10%, so that once we get lumber, we won't be wasting it. Okay. So now that that's done, I'm gonna just tell them to start working for the food and such. I'm going to tell them to deconstruct one at priority yellow. This is, the reason I'm trying to, the reason I'm only doing it one at a time and not both is because it's close to the end of the day, and I don't want them to, not have bathrooms in the morning. So, yeah. Okay, I'm also gonna queue up a storage area. I'm gonna deconstruct that tile and dig out a small, okay, I'm saying small, a rather large area down here. Queue up ladders. The reason I'm putting it here is mainly because the one thing I have so far that needs polluted water is right here, and we will eventually need more polluted water to be put, because I want to set up at least one more of these little guys here that will, yeah. Once I get it as well, I will be, oh, hey, Catalina on the skill point for sleeping. That's nice. Oh, wait, I almost want duplicate skills. Give her her hat. I don't know what if the hats do anything. They might just give them, like, increased something. I don't know. Probably increased morale. Maybe they slightly improve the skill depending on what hat it is for. Oh, wait. That's... Oh, I hope this isn't a slime biome. I don't see any slime. So, I don't think it is, but I hope it's not. Hey, add it on earned a skill point. Let's go. Now they've all earned their first skill points. That's nice. And now they all are better at their respective jobs. Oh, it's daytime. I got distracted. I was looking at my phone. Attribute increase, probably athletics. Yeah, athletics is the easiest skill to increase because they're always running around the place building stuff, and I'm gonna tell them to build this at a slightly higher rate than everything else. It's public. Yeah, so these lavatories are better because it actually reduces the amount of water you use because you need to wash off less gems, and that actually does affect the amount of water you use. So it's just a little, it's kind of cool to know that. I'll put the liquid vent there. I want a bottle emptier. Kind of want a bottle filler here because I want yeah, I want that, and then put mesh tiles. And then plumbing, so this needs to go up through here, up through here, and then there we go. And then turn all that up to priority 7, including this. And then I'm just gonna... Okay, so that will come soon. Hopefully there's a good person in that, because I really do need that extra guy. Okay, so that was tier 2. So that's nice. We still got sufficient oxygen. We still got sufficient oxygen. Actually, probably more than sufficient, given the fact that we are doing perfect on oxygen and have one guy producing it. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. New printables. Come on, baby, something good. Okay, so fertilizer, ranching. That's a good thing to have. Divest to impress. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do this. None of those guys were worth all of their negatives. So you don't always need specialty guys. You don't always want specialty guys as well. Sometimes it's better to have worse. But right now I'm looking for someone with really high athletics to just run around and do all of the life support. Did I turn up life support? Oh, that's why. No, I did. I did turn it up. Okay, so they just haven't gotten around to it. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'm disappointed, but it's fine. So this little storage is good. That's all good. We've already had that for a while, but that's good. The wire isn't overloaded? That's something you need to watch out for, is overloading your wires. This is going at 28%. Oxygen is still good. Everything is good. Something I might do once the water level gets right below this little marker is build tiles here and up here, and then I'm going to pump all of the water into here and all of this water into here and just make a nice little area, you know. I only want you to put polluted water in, and yeah. I know you're empty. Okay, that was a rather unproductive day for them, so I'm just gonna put it on full warp and just let them catch up. The calories are doing fine. I might have to build a microbe musher pretty soon. I don't like building those because they are terrible for people's morale. I always like to wait for grills and stuff, but given the fact we've gotten unlucky with positionings of muck fruit and stuff, I think we'll have to do that. But it'll be fine. Once we get these bathrooms up, I'll set up a small little farm up here. I'll set up the micro musher. Wait a minute. Where's disinfecting? I don't know if that would be considered disinfect errand. Disinfect buildings. Can I set a priority to this? Okay, let's see how bad it's gotten since they haven't really been doing it. Oh, not bad actually. That's actually surprisingly not bad. Okay. Also, this is a really good way to get rid of your polluted water. You don't get normal water back, so it's not that good. But it is a really good way if you're having polluted water problems that I didn't even think about it. Usually I just use coal generators, but I thought I'd, you know, try something new. We got some more stuff. That's good. Okay, once they finish building those pipes, there we go. So that first one is usable. So now I'm going to tell him to deconstruct this one on yellow alert. To disinfect it. And then plumbing, I'm going to tell him to put down a lavatory and put a liquid pipe here. Priority yellow alert. I'm also going to tell him to deconstruct that and deconstruct, actually cancel that. I need to be very careful while doing this. Then put one here and a liquid pipe here. Priority yellow alert. So we're just gonna warp through while they do that. Set direction left. And then I'm gonna deconstruct this. Priority again. Yellow alert. Because these guys are all working. Laboratory ready, direction left. Medicine. Sink. And I need to do plumbing. Priority yellow alert. Okay. And then once we do that, they'll all start using the bathroom and giving more polluted water for the arbor, or however you say it, tree. How about temperatures? It looks like they might be... Oh, no, that's doing fine. I do want to gain access to some more fresh water, though. See that first bit of polluted water coming down. So that's good. Yay! So the reason we have that bottle emptier and the pitcher pump is so they can give water to this from here and put all of this water like stored. So I'm gonna just do another swipe, and I'm not gonna build anything new. I'm just gonna let that tree grow. I'm gonna let them catch up. get all that oxygen production going again, get all that stuff picked up and stored, get all that stuff disinfected. You know, maybe a few decoration stuff to make sure that. One sec. Yes.
Alexa, dismiss timer. Do you think you might be able to remember your own 4-digit code?
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Is this whole catching up thing doing good? Is everyone... Okay, that's good. Okay. They still haven't really caught up, but... What was I researching? Hydroponic farms, okay. Food, hydroponic farms... So it takes... So... Actually, I'm gonna cancel that. It takes 2 muck roots to feed 1 duplicant. And muck roots grow once every 3 cycles, so I would want 6 per duplicant. So I want 24. So we're gonna do 4 layers of 6, so we need to mine out 7. I'm just guesstimating on this. I'm leaving plenty of room for extra positioning. So 1 and then 2, and this, and then 1, 2, and then this, and then 1, 2, and then this, and then dig this out. And we'd be gaining, let me think, so we'd be gaining 600 per times 4. So we'd be gaining food doing it like this. So that's good. Okay. I'm also going to put this all in here. Liquid bridge over this, so that's... Need to flip this. And put this down beneath. That's good. And then goes up like this. Across. Up. Across. Up. Across. There we go. We apparently got a bunch of food from doing just that. That's nice. Okay, so the hydroponic farms do take away decor, but they're just so useful. Like, you can have 3 people in your entire colony, and they'll be basically constantly producing food. Which, I would like it if we could get a good person to do some stuff in our colony. That would be nice. We're gonna go through, we're gonna put a door here, and here, and here. So this little tree is kind of like our it's a very important piece of our entire base. I want to get a few more of these little trees, but I'm okay with just the one for now. So while they're doing that, they're also picking stuff. How is the decor everywhere else? The decor everywhere else is fine. It's less than ideal, but it's fine. This was just some, like, basically back of the napkin math, but one of these rows is enough to feed one person for 3 days with some extras, and there's 4 of them and 3 duplicates. So they just have to last long enough. They have to last 3 days, not including building this. So not that difficult. Yeah, not that bad at all. So we're not gonna disinfect anything down there, because that's just like a waste. I also think we're gonna just... I don't really care. I'd like to get the water, the polluted water out of there, but if they don't, they're just gonna pick it up and put it in there, so it just saves time to keep it bottled. So, again, we're just gonna basically watch them as they catch up. You know, there's not much we need to do. I could queue up a research, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm probably gonna maybe expand the farm lower once we get more guys, and higher, and just have this entire area be farm, and call that good. Normally I wouldn't rely so heavily on farms. I don't really like doing that, but because we haven't come across a single wild animal yet, I think we're just gonna chill with farms for now. Mealwood seeds. No, this is a farm designed for mealwood seeds. I literally can't use blossom seeds. So as I go throughout the game, so these will all be priority 9. If I said priority 9. Because this is very important for them. I think I'm going to get another duplicate next time. No matter what, I have to get another duplicate. So, we're just gonna have to settle for whatever's the best out of that batch. Unless there's like a really good non-duplicate thing in there, it's gonna have to be a duplicate. Just to speed up everything. I would like a farmer. No thanks. Victoria. This could mean unlimited algae. Let's do this one. The building's pretty useful. I'm gonna increase the enjoy, so operating and building. So now I do want to find a random place for that bed. Base, that'll be furniture, cot, shove it right there. and they'll build it if they build it. And, we need to find a few, mealwood seeds. I feel like we'll have to find a few mealwood seeds. I am going to tell them to dig out this priority yellow alert, because this pitcher pump is barely working. They can't access all their water. It's not exactly the greatest. See, look, we just increased significantly the amount of water this and this has access to. You know, okay, you're not gonna wash your hands before eating. That's fine. Why are you not doing anything? Oh wait, go fast. Schedule. I'm going to add a night shift because this is the best way to do it, in my opinion. Night shift. Once I get 4, I always like to make a night shift. I give them the same amount of bedtime, the same amount of bath time, and I put their downtime at a different time, so that there's almost always 4 people working, but when it comes to nighttime, these guys are the only ones working, and then yeah, I don't have to explain to you how a night shift works. I don't know why I am explaining to you how a night shift works. Okay. I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna call it a quits. We did so much work on this. I might record some, just record me playing some stuff off camera. Well, not off camera, on camera. But, and then edit it. I don't know. But, I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.